Yeah. Do you guys want me to like roast comps, or do you just want me to coach you based on what comps you're playing?
Anything
Both.
and
Yeah.
everything.
Okay. What do
Or
you need
bad
help
or
with?
stuff. To
Winning.
being good at the game.
Well, that doesn't narrow it down. What do you guys feel your weaknesses are?
What?
Do you guys have a comp structure? All right. Well, we're gonna fix that before I do anything. You guys are getting a comp structure. Congratulations.
We've graduated. Or wait.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it in chat. It's very simple stuff. It's this is the most dumbed down version of things I have. I've sent it to I think 4 of the like 7 teams in here. There's Tank. You can pin these if you want. This is very dumbed down comms. Enjoy. There's your comm structure.
Hold on. I'm checking.
I didn't
I'm
know.
Checking, I'm looking.
Of course, this is all subject to change based on what's happening in game, but that's just a general thing of what people should be saying. You guys can also switch roles, like if support or whatever is more comfortable doing, like alt tracking and whatnot. Normally, it's your main support though. Okay. Any questions on that?
Nope. I'm good.
Okay. Let's see. You're running. Wow, we're running Zen. That's good. We like that. We like that character. Very, very, very hard character. I swear. Okay. The nerf does nothing. Zen is still the best healer in the game.
In this one.
Okay, let's see. Mercy, Pharah, I'm okay with this. Although instead of Pharah, I'd probably just go Echo. But, you know, if you play well with it, I'm not going to say anything because everybody's different. I would not be playing Ashe in this comp.
He switches to Tracer, I believe.
Oh, does he? Is that big time? Hang on.
It may not be.
What's going on with this rollout over here, man? You missed your rollout. Coming
Oh,
out of spawn.
did I? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you did. All right, let's not do that.
Well, I'm trying to remember. No, I think I was
You're
lagging.
AFKing? Okay.
No, I was lagging or something. I remember something.
Okay, we got a boop here. You guys have a boop. What is your next what's the next step here?
Prevent res.
Rush. Rush was the right answer with your ball. Your ball goes and takes all the damage and you guys just try your best to kill things. Your Pharah is in a great position here. The simple problem is that your comp works well in open ground. And it's very hard. You guys, like, if you guys played it correctly, you guys should have probably just come over here. Yeah, there's going to be with the Pharah, in that sense, you'd probably want to swap to a D.Va to eat the boop. But it's very, like, just depending. This meta is very strange, so it's like ball in whatever tank you want. That's the meta. From what it seems. We're pogging the champ. Okay, we like it. Pharah's on point. That was sloppy, but it wasn't terrible. Neutral fight is one of the most important fights in the entire round because normally I think it's like 60+% of the time if you cap point first you win off of just, you know, rolling. At this point you should be taking your open ground, which I like. I'm not a fan of this. If you're playing Zarya like this and they have Pharah, you're at risk of beating booped here. Very scary stuff. Poking's fine. Ideally, we're setting up what we're going to do onto point. Since you have point, you guys are stronger on point than them because you have the Zarya to do damage. They can't come close to you, and they have to come close to you with this comp. Ball, you should probably be setting up around here to go for a boop or to push them into them. So, like, if they jump, you can dive their backline. type of thing. You know what I mean? Be annoying. I don't like that play with ball specifically. It's okay though, because you're not dead. Ash is doing a good job here. Zarya's taking poke. Let me peep something. Okay, we still have ally bubble. We're smart players. We're gonna slow this down. So at this point, where's my ball? Okay, I want my ball to spin to win here. Oh, he didn't spin. This is okay. Your Zen needs peel. That's unlucky. At this point in time, I would, as Mercy, just stick with Pharah here. Pharah's gonna carry the rest of this fight. If not, like if you don't win it, type of thing. Pharah with this damage boost is a lot more effective than the ball spinning around on point. We're leaving our Pharah. Very not cool.
I think we were trying to reset here. and
This
I'm
is a
just
stall point.
stalling. Yeah, this is.
This
what
is
I'm-
only stall, man. I'm telling you, you can stall this point tonight. What is
What
happening?
the fuck?
Okay. So in this specific situation, ball goes on to point, and until he dies, nobody else touches point. Then Pharah goes on to point with Mercy and just messes around. Next, we're having. We don't have anything else to stall. But after that, you know what I mean. That's why I kind of recommend Diva here or Winston. It's a little easier than Zarya to get value out of. As far, I would just, yeah, you're doing fine here. Just do your best. Wow, great stuff. Okay. I'm fast forwarding actively. We got the pick. Do they have res? No res. You guys should push this. You guys are advantage. Here he comes. Is this coordinated when you guys do this? Are you telling your team when you're going in?
I usually talk about what I'm doing, but
Keep it really never over explain what you're doing unless you're making a plan. If you're just gonna go and say I'm going in to slam or I'm going in to boop, those are really your only two call outs you need to do, because if they know you're gonna do the slam after the boop, then they can set up for it. If not, they know that you're just disrupting.
yeah, I usually say like I'm pushing them into you, or I'm pushing forward, or I'll call out slams. But
Yeah, it's fine.
usually not like there isn't usually a whole lot of follow up unless we have the tracer.
Yeah, in this comp specifically, since you have the Pharah, that Pharah should be comboing with you on slam almost every single time. That's a minimum of like 50 damage plus the rocket. So like if you guys coordinate, you guys carry your team, as the other part of your team just kind of needs to play their role. You guys are very important together. Oh, who's our target priority here? Quick question.
Probably either Ana or the soldier.
You can my favorite thing to do as ball here, especially when you do not have a Zarya, but you do have the Pharah in this instance, is to force Mercy to fly, because then she doesn't have it for 2 seconds and Pharah can get a rocket in and you can follow up if she flies back. And or fucking with Ana because she doesn't have the resources to get away. Ideally, you're going for Mercy because she has res, but the easiest target is Ana, specifically because she has no resources. And you can just eat resources because you're the most balanced character in the game right now. And when that happens, your Pharah and Mercy should basically be like up here. You don't need to be in the fight at all, unless you're barraging. And that's why I also like Diva over Zarya, is for your barrages, she can put her Matrix over you and defend you from 95% of things. Like there's nothing on that team but Winston that can do, like, that can kill you, and Mercy's gonna heal through that. When you're playing ball like this, you didn't have to stop swinging there, and you wasted your slam. You don't always have to slam after swinging, because that's on a 15-second cooldown. You get 3 grapples off before you get give me 1 second.
I thought it was only 10-second cooldown.
It's 15 or something. Hang on, my stonks are going down and I'm concerned.
GameStop.
I'm still up to $80. I'm fine. Never mind.
Lucky boy. I'm
Big
down
time.
60.
If it goes any lower, then I'm about to panic sell.
What's a 12-second cooldown?
Slam.
Slam
It's a
it.
10-second.
Is it 10?
I'm looking right
Yeah,
now.
that's
It is
what I
a
thought.
10.
Well, that is disgusting, and it should not be 10. Oh, it's his shields that's 15. My bad. I got it mixed up. So you can get 2 grapples off before you can slam. So in essence, you don't want to have to use your slam unless it's completely necessary. Because Ball's whole goal isn't to get kills. It's to be annoying and take pressure off of your team. Because he soaks up so much damage and he doesn't have a headshot hitbox because he's always in ball form. At this point, I'd like your Discord target's either going to be on Winston, mainly Winston against this team, and Ball when he slams, I guess, but Ball's really not like a priority. I would keep Discord on Winston 99% of the time. That was just rude.
Not very cash money at all.
Damn. was
Harmony
tough.
shooting rockets in her butthole.
Yeah.
I double direct hit and just did nothing.
It's because you didn't have the damage boost. That's unfortunate. She got the Valk healing boost. At this point, it's just reset. There's nothing else you can do here. Flanking on Ball's fine. I'm not concerned about it. You have the comp to literally just Discord this Winston and exist. But where's my Ball? You better not slam this. Oh, never mind. You mind. I give you permission. Okay. But you see how you're doing stuff without your team being there?
Yeah.
Try to make sure that there's someone there at all times. Like, our Zen's back here. Our Zarya doesn't even know where we are right now. Mercy's chilling. Our Pharah and Ashe are already dead. There was a good minefield, but sadly there was just no coordination. It's really good to... do you guys have an alt tracker? And a pre-fight planner?
No.
I mean, we do that, but not specifically.
It's
to
more
person.
so like for our ult tracking, we each just ult track our counterpart. So
I don't like that. What I would recommend... Sorry, I cut you off. But
No, that's fine.
finish your sentence, sir. I'm sorry. I don't like cutting people off.
I was just saying that for it's kind of like for ult tracking and for pre-fight, we all just kind of
Okay. That's
go
a
with our counterpart.
big major problem there. Because you're all singly thinking. You're not hive mind, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So essentially your main tank is normally your pre-fight planner and your shot caller. But if he wants to just pre-fight plan and have off tank take over, that's always okay. It's just main tank sees the most fight and directs it. Mercy is going to be, or not, just one of your supports is going to alt track, and after every fight, your support is going to say what the other team has. A good rule of thumb is if they didn't use it that fight, they have it the next fight. And even if you're not 100% sure, just never say I think they have. Say they have this, and you're gonna plan your fight around that. Your main tank has an idea of, okay, so they have barrage and visor. We have to look out for this, so we're gonna pre-fight plan like this. We're gonna use this ult and this ult. We're not gonna use any more. You know what I mean? You want to make sure your ult economy stays up, because doing constant ult economy makes it so you actually have ults at all times. That's why it's like 2 and 4. So it's like you have your off tank and just grab and whatever, and then you would have your other 4 as reactive ults that you would use. So you'd have 2 more that would use Valk and Mines to initiate a fight, and then Zen has reactive and Bob is for niche purpose. But you have 2 and 4, and by the time those other alts are used, you're probably going to be having close to the other 2 again. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
If something doesn't make sense, please stop me. Raise your hand. And by raise your hand, I mean just fucking tell me to stop. because you cannot raise your hand. I like what you're trying to do on ball, but there's just a few things there that's just like not coordinated. A lot of your problems here, from what I'm seeing, is coordination. You guys are playing this like comp.
Yeah. We get that a lot.
It gets a lot better. It's a lot better when we have the Tracer.
Yeah, I think that I think the Tracer. Also, I'm not in this game.
Well, that's fine, man. You can still learn. I believe.
No, I'm the
I can even show you guys tech on characters before I leave.
I'd appreciate the tech.
Okay. So in this situation, the most meta comp at the moment, currently, from what I'm aware of, I'm not like 150% certain, so don't take my word for it, but a very strong comp that I've seen played a lot is ball and whatever fucking tank you want based on the map. Echo Tracer, Zen Mercy, or Brig Zen, because Echo doesn't really need a pocket, and Brig is countering the ball, and Zen is Zen. You can also run Mercy with it, of course, but it's like you kind of want like Zen ball. Echo is so strong right now, even though she's been nerfed. That nerf doesn't really do anything to her. Her whole purpose is the same thing. She spams and insta kills tanks. And that's all she's ever going to be used for. And the fact that her ult gives her a get out of jail free card on top of single-handedly being one of the best ults in the game. She can beat 6 people from the other team. She can be whoever she wants. You can have 2 main tanks per fight. It's very undervalued, I think, in like something like this elo. We're grabbing, but we didn't have any sort. Oh, we do have follow-up. Let's go. Oh, you died. Okay. So ideally, you're grabbing close so the rest of the team can follow up. Because if you would have grabbed close, you would have got rid of this soldier as well. These guys weren't even a problem yet. Like, they weren't harassing you enough. This is good follow-up. It's just, it would have been probably more valuable to do it to where people could have got to it quicker. With Mercy here, you want to play the safe game. You went to Res, I believe. And you probably want to sit back here with your Zen at this point in the game. Your goal is to survive here. This is fine. You can just get out or die. I would probably try to stall until 99, but... Oh, wait. You're not at 99. Oh, no. I lacked the information.
Yeah, I tried coming into stall and...
Yeah, that's fine.
I got booped by the Pharah.
A lot of that could have been fixed with simply switching the Ashe, which is very... So on maps like this, you want mobile characters. There's no sight lines for Ashe here whatsoever. She does nothing. Like, she does stuff, but like, in the grand scheme of things, what is she doing?
Yeah.
She doesn't really get the value you'd really want from her. And with that comes, just switching the character. It's okay to like play comfort heroes. Never only stick to meta. Want to know why? Because not everybody's good at meta. Even if you practice it. It's not, some people it's just not what they play. You know what I mean? It's not their comfort. And having a comfort comp is very good, but knowing how to play the meta is also essential. You don't have to be great at it. It's just in situations that you need to be able to, fight fire with fire. Because meta is meta for a reason. It's the best comp in the game. Give or take. And so if you had Echo Tracer or Pharah Tracer here, you would have probably shit stomped because they have an Ana. What is that Ana going to do against Discord, Slam, Pharah, and Tracer? There's not much that can go on. Soldier's also an easy target. What is this music I'm listening to? It's so hard rock. Get out of here. Can't concentrate. Okay. But yeah, other than that, that's essentially like what I'm getting at. Any questions? Round 1.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Very poggers. All right, let's see what we're rocking here. Big Bastion pick.
Very cool.
Are you guys actually gonna run this?
No. I got Junkrat.
We're not that bad.
Okay. Dude, I've seen tier 2 teams do this shit. Like, dude, a tier 2 team ran Bastion only. Like you can do anything as long as you put your mind to it. I like this comp a lot. I think this comp is very, very good. I don't like how far you are.
Oh, it's TP does, yeah.
Okay. I still think it's better to not do that, especially with this comp when Reaper needs to be your front line.
But we have the junk too. The purpose of this with the TP is so that we get this high ground first, and we try and just spam into their choke point with as much grenades and damage as we can, and then the Reaper TPs and shows up, a few seconds late.
I get the thing. Whenever my teams ran it, it just never felt nice. I just preferred. No, you definitely can. If it works for you guys, do it. A lot of teams do it. The teams I've been on have been more comfortable coming in all at once as a team. That it's very just up to you guys. There's no wrong answer for that. In this situation, you guys are beautiful. I like it. Holding mouse 1. I would stop about right here. I don't like you backing up. You're the front line, sir. Oh. This is very good. I like it. We're calling out that McCree, hopefully. I would just be spamming all here, though, unless otherwise. You're giving this up slowly. I like the shield. You're blocking off Ryan. This is very, very good. You're cutting off his heals. That's great. Great gameplay here. Let's chase these kills. I think if you chase the kills just to your best, we're good. You guys can hold here for now. Nobody died, right? It's your Ryan. Oh, you guys need a cap point. This should be your Lucio. This is your Lucio. You should not be back here.
Yeah, no one was doing it, so I just did it.
Yeah. Nobody by this guy. This guy needs to be doing this.
He's dabbing.
The reason he does it is because he's speed
fast.
frog and come over here and back you guys up when needed. You're the front line. You need to be up here. In this situation, you can just be holding, your ground, back up when needed. I think this is fine. You guys are playing this well. Oh, that got rolled.
Yeah.
I like this. Word of advice with Moira before you go in. You could have won this fight with 1 ult. With just Coalescence. If they come in and you throw Healing Orb and Coalescence, it's called Coalescence Rush or Coal Rush, whatever you want to, pronounce it as. And if you all stay in a line, you're getting over 200 healing a second from that ball and the Coalescence. So it's very hard to die. Especially it's very risky, but that can normally win a fight as long as you're not playing so aggro that the Coalescence can't heal you, which is very hard to do. Just an option of using Coalescence by itself to save ultimates. But you have junk, so you probably get his ult back in 5 seconds anyway. Good. We should be backing out here. This guy's literally sleeping on the job. You guys are holding this well. Don't give it up for free. There's no reason. Reaper, I'd like you to come over here, sir. A little quicker than that, but it's okay. I'm not going to complain. What did they nano? Ryan, at this situation, I would just fucking grab him. Yeah, look at that. I'm not going to talk about that.
Big pin.
Okay, so now what do we notice? What happened that fight?
We double ulted on our tanks. Yeah.
No, the alts weren't. There's nothing wrong.
We
with what you
pushed
guys
too
are doing.
far.
Yes. Good man. You're up too far. You lost your Moira and your Zarya. Your Ryan can no longer be aggressive at all because he has no source of eating damage. You guys are forced to back up probably all the way to about back here. Unless your Lucio goes and speeds back, which also puts you at risk. And you don't have your beat. Well, you have your beat, but it's very hard to, oh man, that's unlucky. I would have just sped back to points as fast as you can. Just run back to your spawn. In any situation where you do overpush and you lose 2 people, make it your first priority to amp and get the fuck out of there. Take shortest route back. They're like that is your them getting to point and you having 6 people to fight on point is better than giving up point without a fight.
I roll this Hanzo though.
I'm ready. Oh, I do like that. That was nice. I like the stalling here. Oh, we have Reaper ult. You know, you got booped up and you did it after you got booped up where you death blossomed. It still got a kill, but getting booped up like that and you pressed it after getting booped is very invaluable. You could have just probably walked into him at that point. You had enough pressure here to just stay around here, around the pillar, and just play it out without using the ult. That was a lot of ults. I would have planned what you're going to try to use, but I guess it's okay. You guys are coming up on Cole, which is still big. You guys are over pushing again. But it's 95, so this is high risk, high reward stuff. I can't really complain at stuff like this. Alright, that was not a bad round. It was just a little sloppy at times. Just a little... It's literally what you guys are doing is you're not micromanaging your team enough as Lucio. As Lucio, you can call when to go in and out. You can literally direct your team as needed. Unless you're Ryan is trying to coordinate, you know, you kind of just go with him. But if you see the reason to back out, as soon as you like something like where you lose 2 people happens, just back everybody out. Try to get back as fast as you can. I like this map. This is a fun one. I'm gonna see if you guys play fun heroes. Are we gonna be sticking on the Death Ball comp?
I don't remember.
Somewhat. I think we get a sim.
I like Sim. Sim is very strong on this point. And he should be using her. A comp we used to run on here was Sigma Rhine and Sigma Ball with the Reaper and a Sim, which is fucking annoying because they can't come onto the point. That's fine. I'm just taking a peek. Hang on. I went a little too fast.
I guess we don't get this. Oh yeah, we do.
You switched
Just a
last
little late.
How late we talking?
He's there.
No, he's
there.
there. He just switched.
They did it
TP
quicker.
first, yeah.
So in this situation, you should just try your best to win neutral fight, but I would have never charged. You win this fight without charging. The way your team is right now, you win this because she's out of position. If you would have not charged and just jumped down and somebody said, hey, look at this Sim on the outside, you kill the Sim and just get them from there because that's all their damage. That's all their close range damage. This is a very loud sound cue. We should have probably heard this. Nobody's calling this out. We're not even turning.
Oh my god, Christian. Soap.
Yeah. Look, dude. Right, dude. Anna's won it. It's alright. Well, you guys know why you lost that one. That was just awareness. Be aware of you know, once you play enough and get to like a certain mental level, not that it's like super 5 head, but half the time, like you can look at a glance and say, hey, there's only 5 there, like instantly. At that, if I would have did that TP and I didn't see Sim there, my brain would have clicked and said, there's only 5 here. Where's this Sim? It's just about analyzing yourself every fight type of thing. Like ask yourself the question, is there 6 here? Okay, we're gonna fast forward. We're zooming again. At this point, there's no use in running the Sim here. I would go something spammy. You can go.
We went Kree.
I don't like this healer. No, never mind. I'm looking at the other team. I would go something more spammy than this, even more than the Kree, because the Kree doesn't really help as much. I think it's okay, but Pharah can kind of shit on that team. And if you go a poke comp, which is just you can go like Rhine Sigma, Rhine Diva. This is fine, Rhine Zarya. It's hard to give up the Lucio, but I would probably give up Lucio for Mercy Pharah here. Just because they can't kill you up here, and you can just do whatever you want. You can literally just come from behind and sit all the way back here and spam them, and they have nothing to counter you. Eventually, you're going to get enough poke to get a barrage. Oh, I didn't mean to fast forward. But that recommendation doesn't mean anything if you guys fuck them up. So, and once again, don't take my comps or my recommendations like to heart simply because what you guys are comfortable on matters more. Of course, it's good to know these like characters, but play to your comfort level. This elo, it's not going to be like detrimental if you don't play meta. I like that. Good job. At this point, we are just healing. Okay. So with this wall up, they're going to kite to one side of the wall. And it's hard to use that to your advantage, especially when they have this TP set up. As soon as we get Cole here, I'd pop it. You guys should be playing for Coalescence. You guys don't even need Coalescence anymore. You guys just speed in. Whoop, W key. Oh. And now the Cole is necessary. Oh. We're trying not to get shattered. I don't know how they didn't hit the Ryan. That's on. Oh, he sucks. What was that? I don't like you charging. You need to unbind shift. Not in a mean way. I think you charge too much though. Charge is very beneficial when you have follow-up on the entire point, or you know, like a Zarya bubble on you, or a beat, or something where you know you're not going to die. And putting yourself in an unfavorable position like that really makes it so your team can't just come in and do what they want. If that helps with anything. I feel like as Ryan, you're kind of like the anchor, and I feel like you kind of like are a little too aggro. Being aggro with Ryan is fine, but I think you need to pick and choose your charges a little bit more. Like in the sense of like, is this going to like be detrimental to my team? At this point, we're just finishing off, which is fine. I'm gonna normal speed. That man should have died a little quicker, but it's okay. So you're down Lucio. Lucio gets back quick. How long was that up? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is fine. They're going for stall. Okay, never mind. That doesn't really matter. I thought some crazy shit was about to happen. Okay, let's see what we got here. We have very good ultimates. Okay, we have beat. They have grab, so you know you can beat the grab. Feels good, man. You can also use dragon from an angle to fill up this entire room and stop them. You can also use it when they push to do here. You can do it from here. We have high noon, which is not very valuable in this situation, but you know you can use it whenever. I don't really have like a specific use for that. I think that was a little early on the dragon. They weren't pushing through just yet. I would try to wait until they try to make an advancement. They haven't even like started doing anything yet. Dragon's really good to use, especially when you don't have grab on hand, to split the team. So like let's say like Ryan jumps off or they're coming up here, you can split the team by cutting it off up here. Like if they're jumping from here, and if they're going through here, as soon as this Ryan crosses or it looks like he's about to, you send it like through the middle of them. It causes a they can't death ball for a minimum of like 2.5 seconds, and 2.5 seconds in Overwatch is like a fucking timeshare. This is okay. It's very scary though that you don't have your Ryan. It's still even. They have Ryan though, which makes this very difficult. I like this. We're doing good job here. Very good. Focus fire looks pretty good here. I'd say that's another like slight weakness you have. I think when something's called, it doesn't get looked at. Whatever your main shot caller says is probably for the best. Even if it ends up being wrong, you all have to learn to listen to him, and he'll learn based on, just doing over time. It might be frustrating to like fully follow through with it, but once like you know the like what to do and what not to do after just so much trial and error, it'll be a lot smoother. Very good. Wowee. I love Q button. Played that well. I'd back the fuck up at this point.
Oh,
I don't like you being that close, especially when it's this late in the game. You're Moira. Understandably so, but at this point in the game, it's very scary, and I would not do so. It's a little too risky. Pick your risk and reward. Never go for the hero play. Oh my god, you just daddy rhymed him. Although, there's 2 people on the point. This is good. I'd be focusing... Oh, what? I guess.
Sag.
Didn't even let me fucking see the end. But I think overall you guys aren't bad at all. You guys are just sloppy. I didn't see any like raw mechanical problems. I didn't see anything. It's just choosing when to go in and when not to go in. And a lot of just coordination. You guys aren't a cohesive unit, it looks like, yet. Okay, ball tech. Feels good, man. You guys ready? Watch this. If you roll backwards and grapple at a 45-degree angle, you can get your slam off. Wow. Very polished.
The only one I can't do is when you just run up the wall.
Oh yeah, I actually learned that today.
It's so fucking like it's literally next
Give me
to
the right
impossible.
Where's the corner? So it's right before it.
Oh. It only
You don't-
works in corners?
No,
No, but it's a lot easier on a corner.
it's
Because
also a lot
there's-
easier on a slanted wall.
I did it once when I was practicing it out of like 20 some tries.
You can also
Once-
do it off of players' heads.
Yes, that is
Yeah, I
true.
know
I
that.
do
Yeah.
that on accident all the time, and it really freaks me out.
So the best way I can say it is right as you're like right here, I would jump. Another tip: if you just hold, if you're about to get booped, if you just hold control, it'll activate slam automatically.
Yeah.
What
I
else?
didn't know that.
You
There
did.
you go.
No.
Oh,
And what else can we do? I don't know if I can
I
pull
have-
this one off still.
The reverse one.
Yeah.
You gotta let go at the right time.
Yeah, it's literally just timing.
I'm bad with the
What if-
double
what if
boop.
Colin
I
wants?
can do it, but
This one isn't super essential, but you know what I mean. It's not like crazy.
yeah.
Do.
We were just talking about the bastions.
Bastion tech?
Yeah. Diva Tech. Let me go get my alt. I'm gonna turn on the other practice range real quick. I feel bad for leaving. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I did mean to do that, but what's the thing? Isn't it like Jera? Wow, 3 months of memory to do that. Let's go. I need my alt. Okay. I don't have much with Diva here, but use walls to your advantage. Alt will continue to slide on a wall after you alt. So kind of like this. You can use that however you want at your disposal. You can like set, if you set it up right, you can get it to go off at the last second. So like, well, not like that, but you know what I mean. Fuck around in custom games and figure it out like how you want to use it. But it is very beneficial. Oh, yeah, it'll go crazy. There's a lot of cheeky little spots you can do. Okay, back on to Hog. Hog is very simple. I don't have much tech, but I have a tip. You don't only have to use your heal as a heal. You can use it to soak for your teammates and run away as they're getting away. Another tip is very simple. Shoot, hook, shoot, and pull to the right if you need to. Simple stuff. I don't really have tech for Sigma other than doing this before you ult, so you can't get stunned. And you can shield dance.
I do that half the time.
That is
And the other
great.
half I do no. I put my shield up half the time.
Yeah, you don't have to
I
do it all the
just-
time.
The thing is that I get really like I leave the shield, so I'll have it there, and then when I pull them into the air, I leave it, and then I get stunned out of it.
Gotcha. So, quick tip with Sigma. I'm pretty sure this is very like normie knowledge, but you don't need LOS. You can just run away. The ult will go off. Use it to get high grounds after the fact. It's mobility. Why not abuse it? Winston, very common. Melee right as you land. Burst of 60 damage. Big boy damage. Juggling is practice, so I don't really have tips for that. We
I'm
already
so
did
bad at
well.
Orisa tech. Let me see the Orisa tech.
Orisa tech, huh? I don't really
Even
have
closer
much
flank.
Orisa tech, to be quite honest with you. She doesn't really require tech. But I guess shield dancing, abuse
Don't
your shield.
reload.
Yeah, don't reload unless you really need to. There's no point. Zarya tech. There's a lot of good jumps on maps that I can't really like explain. There's one on Dorado that you can jump onto high ground. You can also use a double jump as well to high ground jump. You can't get over things, but abuse the rocket jump if you need to. Always manage your bubbles, so you're rotating them. If that goes off, don't use the other one unless it's completely needed for like 5 or 6 seconds. Ash tech. There isn't really Ash tech. You just play character. Burr. Farm your ult as much as possible. Dynamite doesn't have to be a kill. Bastion don't have tech. Doomfist can do a lot of crazy things, and I would assume a lot of people know that. He can do something where you look to the right and it will maneuver you, in a sense. You know what I mean? Like you can cut corners really easily. But
I didn't know that.
you can cut corners like extremely easily.
Oh, that's so cool.
I use that a lot whenever I'm coming up on somebody, so it's like you can use your ult to get like super high ground, which is beneficial, but it's very not beneficial at the same time. Very high risk, high reward. Oh yeah, quick tip on Hog actually for when you're against Pharmacy. I actually have knowledge. This is my main character. Mercy's movement is completely linear. So instead of going for Pharah, you can literally just go for the Mercy. I'm really bad after 3 months, but if you play the game a lot, you can essentially just hook whatever you want. It's very linear, so once you get back into the swing of things, you can just hook her whenever you want. Pharah is also pretty linear if the Pharah is not a very good player, but you can't one-shot a Pharah. When they're getting healed, at least. It just won't happen. Okay, where am I? I can't play Echo. Why not? Because I'm getting damage boosted? Why can I not play Echo? It's kind of yikes.
Probably just the code.
Well, it's kind of not cool.
So what's the? I'm always really bad at getting the one hooks. What's the combo again?
To
get the one shot hook.
Well, you can one-shot everything but Ana, Lucio at time, anything with a small hitbox. So essentially, you can just right-click, hook, and shoot. Or you can, just shoot, hook, shoot. If that doesn't work, you can shoot, hook, shoot, melee. But I think at that point, you're going to have enough damage. Quick tip, it's really hard to see from this angle, but this thing explodes at 10 meters.
Mm-hmm.
So if you gauge that from here to here, it'll explode, and it's literally making your shot medium range. It goes the same projectile speed as a hook, so if you practice it, you can get a lot more range damage off with your poke. Hog's ult does not have damage fall off, it just does less pellets, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like I can beat the fuck out of that guy, but I'm doing no damage. But I come here and I'm shredding, and you still do good damage from a lot of range. It's pretty good ult. I use it a lot for zoning.
His ult also cancels all of his abilities.
True. Genji, there's not really a lot of tech here other than like Ghost Dash.
You can cancel a lot of your animations as well by wall running or wall climbing.
Yeah, but that doesn't
Melee.
matter anymore because you can cancel deflect, which is
Oh,
like
that-
the main reason you would use
No,
it.
like even his ultimate, I think you can cancel like
Yeah.
the putting it away and the pulling it out by wall riding, or not wall riding, wall climbing.
He's right about that one. Or do it when you take it out. You press Q and then wall climb. You don't have to go through the animation.
I think I still needed to get it out.
Well, the animation's still there, but you can still wall climb while you're doing it.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it doesn't like fully cancel.
Hanzo, I don't have great tech for at all. Just use your sonars instead of just spamming them. Like if you think somebody's gonna be like, use it where you think somebody would be. This doesn't need to hit somebody. Junkrat tech is, would they always get booped at a 45-degree angle? It'll never be any different. Ever. It'll never be different. Good tech with Tire is literally just spamming this. It's McCree, I don't have a lot of tech, but it's just hit your shots, and stunning tracers is pretty easy if you can kind of bait with a melee. So if you do that, they might use their recall or their blink, and you can kind of, you know what I mean. Use mind games. I don't really have anything. You can get super high off the ground if you rocket jump, so that, and then you use your boop and then your shift. You get a lot more height. You can get to the skybox on some points with it. If you need Pharah tips, watch YZN.
Oh, he's so good.
I used to I killed that guy on Torb. No cap, on console when we were console warlords. Reaper can get extra damage out of his ult by shooting and then canceling the animation with Q.
Oh.
So it's kind of like Pharah's in a sense. You can also cancel your reload. And I think it's about 1/10 of a second faster. If you time it correctly. Soldier has super jump, basically, so I would abuse the fact that he has that. You can use mobility on it. Very great. Very cool. PogChamp. I use this to heal my healers a lot instead of myself. Sombra, I don't really have too much tech for, other than you can basically just poke. Poke until she does a lot of damage. Just poke, hack priority targets. Sim, don't care about. This guy, yeah, you just play toward poggers. You can, Tracer is relatively, there's not too much tech with her, but something you can do is get a melee cancel. So it's there's no animation when I do that, if you recall at the right time. And meleeing a lot is good on Tracer because if your aim is bad, or you're off the target, melee hits in like a cone. You can also melee 2 targets at once.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm surprised, man, that you didn't know a lot of these things.
I mean, it's just never. I mean, I know you can do it with a Rhine swing, but I never know you could do it with like your regular
If
melee.
you are 1v1ing a Widow, you can put a mine up, and it will the shot will hit the mine instead of your head. And
That's
you can always just do the grapple jump for extra distance. Very poggers. Ana, I don't really have too much tech. The combo for killing with this, I didn't want to hit you. Right as you hear the sound that they're waking up, they can't do anything. It doesn't let them do things. So you'll hear a sound cue. It's kind of like a makes it go upwards trend.
So is it better to wait until they make the sound cue?
I mean, unless you're super confident you're gonna kill them.
Okay.
Shoot, nade, shoot, punch. BAP doesn't have to always stay crouched to jump. It stays on for about a second and a half, so you can walk and use it. If Sombra's about to EMP you, this will hit Skybox, and you can get it out of the range of EMP by throwing it at the Skybox. Self heal, broken, poggers. This character has. I'm sorry.
Does the immortality, if it's in the animation of being thrown, it doesn't get hacked until it?
It does.
Oh, okay.
You have to pre-predict
So
it.
so when it lands, it will be hacked if it was in the throw.
It kinda. I think it'll just disappear if it's mid thing. To be quite honest with you.
Okay.
BAP has a set rotation. It's shoot, shoot, heal. I'm holding down both of my mouse buttons and it's doing this by itself. You have time to get 2 bursts in before heal. A lot of BAPs and really high elo will literally be like this the entire game.
That's a headache waiting to happen.
Correct. A lot of people, I get questions a lot about this field. You can literally just put it at a choke or like in front of your team. A lot of people like try to position it weirdly and stuff. Just get it so your team can actually use it, or you need to use it, type of thing. Brig is not a tank anymore, believe it or not. Most of the time I would abuse third-person peeking and try to keep your Inspire up as much as possible. Use your armor packs to help your main tank push. Just try to third-person peek and keep your Inspire is very important. I would use your boop to boop any sort of Winston and or dive character coming in at you because it stops the jump in itself, and it can fuck divas trying to fly and everything. Stun is to peel, yada yada yada. Lucio, I would turn off the setting that jumps for you off the walls when you release it. I think it feels awful. Lucio tech. I actually have a good Lucio tech. Feels good, man. So we're gonna watch boop here. 10 meters. Pog champ, right? Wowee. Watch when I boot melee. Extra meter. Let's go.
11. Oh my.
Big time. But it does get extra distance at a certain point. Very minimal though. It's not like that important. Mercy super jump. If you don't know how to super jump is Mercy, it's very simple. You touch control and shift at the same time. Control being slightly before, and you're literally just gonna, as soon as it slows down, you can jump. It's very, very, very simple. There's also super jump in Valk, I believe, but it's kind of weird. I don't know how to do the one in Valk, but it like sends you flying. Let's see. Yeah, I can't do that one. But very good to learn normal super jump. Very effective. Very make not die. Moira, like I said, with Coalescence. You pop your ball and then your Coalescence at the same time. But I didn't do that because I'm really stupid. Understand that your shift is on a 6-second cooldown. And with that, it means you can use it more. Of course, save it like mid-fight. But you can use it to back up and stuff. It'll be up very quick. I'm now going to show you
to get high grounds too.
Very true if you know the ramps. But
yeah,
that's more tech that I can't do, but I understand it.
I can't do it either.
I'm going to show you the difference between holding. Look at my bar going up. Wow, very cool. Takes a long time. Watch what happens when I spam my right mouse button.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
No, it increases.
No. The initial gives you more.
It refills your piss way faster.
Yeah.
So like, here, watch this. We saw that, and then watch this.
Wow.
So you get like an amount at the beginning of it which is greater than what the recharge rate is, I believe.
Correct. You can also jump after your shift to get more distance. No, I think it's slightly less, but it's literally to recharge your piss. So here's normal fade. Very cool. And then if you fade and jump at the end of it, you get about that much more distance. If you're at a choke, correct. You can also just do that kind of stuff too with your heal orb. Zen is just Zen, but volleying, I really wouldn't even do anything until you have volley. A lot of people like to peek with their volley. You can get like an idea like of what's going on. You can kind of like peek and then hold it. I wouldn't be super aggro on Zen unless it allows your team to actually win. That's pretty much it. That's really all I have. Unless you have questions. Feels good, man. So that's probably a lot of info at once.
I remember all the important things.
Very cool. I don't really think I have anything else to say. Dude, my stocks are going downwards trend. Stop it.
By how much?
I'm still up by $70, but it's downwards trend by like 9%.
You want to hear something sad?
No, will it make me sad?
Yes, it will. My Tesla stock is down about $90 in the past couple of days.
That
On the
makes
month.
me sad.
It's very sad.
Are we doing one more map or?
I definitely think that's enough info at one time. Overloading your brain doesn't help. I would take that and go scrim with it and try to work on those flaws first, and then we'll see where you improve upon. If I were to overload you, you'd be overthinking every fight, which is very not beneficial, which might make you regress in a sense. As long as that makes sense. I don't like overloading people because then it becomes a problem later down the line because they're trying to process so much information while trying to fix what was wrong that they can't figure out if what they're doing wrong or right because there's too much going on in their head.
Fair enough.
But I'm here if you have questions about specific things.
How too good?
How too good? This sounds very ego-y, but please don't take it like that. I'm just very naturally good at games.
I didn't. I'm gonna cry.
That's how too good. Most games I touch, I become high rank. But that's just because I'm a natural born gaming goblin. I was pro in 3 games, basically.
Only 3.
I was pro in Smite. Well, semi-pro. Not like the league. But I was good enough. I was tier 2, tier 3 in Overwatch, like 4,500. I was.
It's all right.
It's I really wanted to hit 4,600, but that never happened on PC. Whatchamacallit? I played COD at a really high level, and I held like a 2.5 to 3 KD when I played COD.